After months of silence, Tinubu addresses Nnamdi Kanu's case, shares his next move. According to the Punch on Tuesday, November 11, 2025, President Bola Tinubu has said he will not interfere with the ongoing trial of Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. You will not interfere? Really? Okay, Mrs. Chama Wesley, the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Community Engagement, Southeast, told reporters that the President respects the rule of law and will wait for the court to make his decision. Really? You respect the rule of law? Wow, that's surprise. That's surprising. Nnamdi Kanu, who was first arrested in 2015 and arrested in 2021, is currently held by the Department of State Services. The Federal High Court is expected to deliver its judgment in Kanu's terrorism case on November 20, 2025. Okay, we are waiting. Wesley also shared that her office is working hard in the Southeast to listen to people and explain the President's renewed hope agenda across Nigeria. Other presidential aides are pushing peace, education, and better access to government services to help communities heal and grow after years of mistrust and hardship. The presidency position shows patience and respect for the legal process. I laugh. Even as calls for Kanu's release grow louder in the Southeast. He obeys the law. I beg, the Bible says prayer is the key. Adri4 says, which process is legal? Samuel Onuzuike says, which rule of law? You set Igbo free. You set the leaders of cattle breeder free. You set the leader of Iran brand of Islam free. Yet, you are hypocritical, telling your clueless audience you are waiting for court ruling. Previous ruling on the same matter have been rejected by your government. The first court ruling, they released the man. You did not allow him to go. Now you are saying you are waiting for the rule of law. Which is your rule of law? Wow, it is well. Oye Madrid says, my fellow Biafrans, let us continue to pray. It is God that is helping us to free us. And Biafrans, don't joke with prayers. Question says, if the president does not want to interrupt court proceedings, he has a duty to make the judiciary obey the Supreme Court's ruling in favor of Nnamdi Kanu. His silence in this regard is unholy. Kojo Promise says, if in open you would not interfere, but in secret you interfere, evil people everywhere, evil Gambia. President says, patient and rule of law and waiting for court to take decision on a case that does not exist. Charges on illegality. Is this not part of Christian genocide? Is it not because he's an able man? After suffering for years, what would Tinubu or Motosho do different from what Awolowo did during the war and after the war? The normal hatred of the Igbos, but which Nigerians do not know. The factors of progress of the Igbos man. Unnecessary and evil treatment to the Igbos. The world is watching. Machuku says, when people went and kidnapped him in Kenya, is that the rule of law? It means you can't give him justice. You can't. Joy Ogade says, please, you can go and renew your hopeless agenda in Yoruba land, but not in Southeast. We are the children of the 3 wise men, not zombies. Continent says, nonsense and government has not done anything against all the terrorists in part of the Nigeria. Silva Okereke says, this statement is coming from Mr. President. Then he's losing it. If actually adhere to the rule which we have all witnessed that he doesn't, he wouldn't have allowed this shame attached to this case continue to linger. A case that have attracted international observers. A case you were told you kidnapped person from Kenya instead of going through the process of extradition. A case that has been trashed by Court of Appeal. It showed the people have respect for high courts than appeal courts. Say they obey the rule of law. You hear this man. Nnamdi says, this country, there is no law there. There is no law there. John Okeke says, if this statement comes from the president, then it's rather unfortunate to state that the president granted clemency to the dead, but kept the living in jail. For whatever reason, it's only him and the dead can tell us why. Stanley Baby says, story for the gods. Oga President, allow our hero to go home. The court has set him free. Allow him. Anthony Adjegu says, the court has acquitted Nnamdi Kanu long ago, but Bola Tinubu is too scared to let them make it go. Is it that the president do not want to upset the Fulani cabals that are behind Kanu's ordeal, or he's playing politics with the illegitimate detention of Kanu? In all of this abracadabra, the United States is watching and reading in between the lines. Obi Ndubisi says, did the president not interfere in Yaya Bello case? Former governor of Kogi, the Hausa or rather Fulani woman that was ranting that Igbo should go that we don't have oil, should know that we have been surviving without oil, and this war that Fulanis and Hausas are boasting of, they have not really fight, and the middle belts that help them won't help them again. You people have been pushing Igbo, destroying their properties, but once we get angry, people will be gone forever. Okay, Charles Kennedy says he respects the rule of law whenever it suits him. Exactly. Atagamuja says, keep Kanu. Trump will release him. A sleeping president. We only know President Gumi of Nigeria. Yes, so that Gumi is our president. He's the one making commands. He's the one taking decisions in this country. Honorable Adedede says, lying of the highest rank, Tinubu cannot interfere in Kanu's matter. Hearing Nigeria, but he can call on Attorney General of US to do prisoner transfer over Ike Ekwere Maradu. Clement Odo says, we know they get money for data. It is God. Hey God. Osape says, stupid talk. The law is working only in MK. It doesn't work in Yorubas and Fulanis. John Anelli says, we shall see. Even you, Choma, you will never go unpunished. Emmanuel says, so many monsters on the street waiting for the judgment on Nnamdi Kalu's case because so many are ready to burst into the streets. Already man says, oh, the president respects the rule of law. Okay. He's running it with MNK's case. Madam, I hope you really understand the definition and meaning of rule of law before you added respect. I know why they talk as I they talk, because the last time I checked, 2023 presidential election, the so-called rule of law was blatantly disobeyed with impunity. Yes, so as telling us that he's obeying the rule of law. Carter says, on this case, the rule of law is respectable. In other cases that will benefit you and get you another term, the rule of law must respect you. Interesting times for our country. I hope history and the internet will not forget these statements easily. And please don't deny or twist them when you are reminded in the future. Christian Ifedera says, I don't think you are doing well on Kanu's matter. Smart James says, okay, another name for rule of law is lopsided judgments. Stupid talk. Ezike says, MNK is prisoner of conscience. Release time, gentleman, let him go. Atodinero says, he talk, take, no be Tinubu dey hold Nnamdi Kanu. The situation on ground pass will be Tinubu. The situation on ground pass him will be Tinubu. Okay. They says, I think something is smelling. Eating the smell. Chinedu says, British colony at work. Amata Abdul says, who owns the judge? This is abuse of constitutional right. I'm telling you. We'll wait for November 20 to see what the courts will decide. My listeners, don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.